I'm going. Shut up.
6 o'clock. Let's go.
Could you give me a second? I got one more second.
What have you been doing?
I've got all the gear. The gear's ready to go. It's just I'm adjusting myself. Give me a second.
Adjust yourself a lot harder.
I'm
faster.
Trying. Just you quit nagging. It doesn't help any.
Come on, let's go.
My God, I don't know. How do
People are waiting.
Shut the fuck up. I know. Jesus Christ Almighty.
Marion.
Oh my God. Can everybody hear me? Are we good to go? I don't know if we're good to go. We echoing, doing, seeing. PodTrack is moving up and down. Streamlabs is moving side to side. It's a glorious day. It's a glorious Tuesday, September 30th, a little 6 o'clock Los Angeles time. Gen X Talks live stream broadcasting from the Loop Studios in Minden, Nevada.
Man, I'm
What
amazing
now?
you're even here.
I'm here. I'm functioning. I'm up. I'm running. I'm having a great goddamn day. And that's it. I have willed it into existence. Yes.
So don't piss me off and you might get dinner.
I am trying to not, yes, I am not, literally, I'm not trying to bite the hand that feeds me. I'm trying so hard not to do that. All right. Before we get going here, welcome to the Gen X Talks live stream. Atlanta Gen X Talk, not a podcast. What's the difference between a podcast and a live stream? I don't really know. A podcast is a podcast and a live stream is a live stream. Is a live stream just like an unannounced podcast? Like you just, hey, going live, what the fuck? Or is it just for kids? When kids do, you see, live streaming sounds like it's more happy for children. Children live stream. Adults podcast. Is that what it's supposed to be? Got a podcast going on because we're a goddamn adults here. We're American heroes. We're podcasting.
I
don't know what it is. I can't tell. Can everyone hear Gen X Mom?
Dude just said, General, don't talk to our Mama X like that.
You
was on a hot mic.
I just, hold on, dude. I got something for you right here. Oh, there it is. There's for you, dude. Hey, and you can shut the fuck up, too. All right. So, podcast.
That's not very nice.
I'm not here to be nice. I'm here to be real.
We also have on YouTube, Nancy Curtis is checking in from a little desert region of Victoria, Australia.
I don't even know where Victoria, Australia is. I mean, little desert area of this. Well, she seems to be happy about it or proud about it. So, Victoria, welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Thank you for watching Down Under. Now, if she's in Australia, does she have to turn her TV upside down to watch us? Stand on her head? I'm just asking. I know their toilets flush the other way. I'm wondering if their TV channels go backwards. Ours go, you hit the remote, ours go 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Their toilets are not upside down.
Maybe they flush backwards though.
Yes, they do.
So, but do their channels, if you hit the remote on their channel, does it go 52, 51, 50, 49? These are important goddamn questions.
Yes, you better go there.
Things that keep me up at night. I'm just letting you guys know. We have to start the program with a drink. You need to drink. I still can't drink because of the medication I'm on. My medication bottle says right on the side of it, 1 drop of alcohol and you're fucking dead. It was printed that way, so I got to go with the flow on that.
I'm looking at you. You're looking mighty handsome today.
Well, thank you very much.
Your face is thinned down.
I turned this up to a 7 tonight. Okay. I thought maybe a 7 would be appropriate. Not too distracting for the women out there. You know, if I go to a 9, if I turn this up to a 9, the men stop doing their chores. They stop drinking their beer. They stop paying attention. I can't do that to America. So anyway, you got to drink. I can't drink yet. My medication won't allow it. But you can drink, and you should drink more for me. You should drink 1 for you, 1 for me, but they both go to you. Now, listen. The show is starting here, but we can't start the show unless everybody raises a glass. So if you have a little glass emoji or something, you want to raise a glass, put a thumbs up, wave. That's what it's like. Now, I'm looking over here. I got TikTok up right here. Mary Mathis is your moderator over there. Mary Monet, Drummy45, Fire Woo Dart. A lot of people are joining in. Ace, Fleet, and Clarice, but nobody's saying shit. There we go. Christopher449. CJ finally raising a glass to me. My God, you think you forgot about me over there on TikTok? You goddamn redneck hillbillies.
For the people that are new here, why don't you explain the bottom of the glass nation before you raise a glass?
The bottom of the glass nation is simple. You drink until you get to the bottom of the glass. Why? Because the bottom of the glass is where the truth is. We've all been to a barbecue, a party, or a bar. You've been to a bar, and some dude is drinking, and he drinks that last little bit, and he gets to the bottom of his glass, and the truth comes out. Religion, politics, women, how much money he makes. You always get the truth when you get to the bottom of the glass. That's where the truth is. The unfiltered, unedited, unabridged truth. Not ashamed to admit it either. So we usually drink and get to the bottom of the glass. I don't like to drink alcohol, but I do it for you guys. I do it for you. Yeah.
Wow, that was a lie. Okay.
Well, you don't have a bullshit bell anymore. I don't know where it is, but you don't have it. So you can't even ding the bullshit bell.
Ding.
So the bottom of the glass nation refers to a bunch of people that drink to get to the bottom of the glass, to get to the truth. We are a nation of Generation X, of extras. I am your fearless leader, the General. That's an honorary title at best, I assure you. And it was born from a drunken night when we were all drinking, so it fits appropriately. Now, the picture you see before you is the shot glass of the Sun Valley Fox. That is the $1.2 million view at his house, the sun setting around the south rim of Lake Tahoe. And that's going into his bottom of the glass nation shot glass. He's got his. Do you have yours? Raise a glass, take a drink. Let's do a shot and kick this pig. You have one responsibility here. I'm going to tell lies. You must drink enough until you believe them. I haven't had an original thought in my head since 1973. So you're going to take everything I give you as 100% plagiarized and stolen from people smarter than me. All right. We're moving around to the drag and drop section of the program. Hopefully I'm not going to be too much dragging, too much dropping. I think I got my pictures lined out correctly, but I have to start with something that woke me up at 2 a.m. Something stood me right out of bed, and I'm like, holy shit, this does not make fucking sense at all. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that's you guys out there, I submit to you something that I don't understand why it's already not happening. Why this isn't already in place. Now, this doesn't need to be a law. The city council doesn't need to do something about this. This should be entrepreneurs running around our country, in our suburbs, and in our neighborhoods already doing this. And I woke up in the middle of the night going, holy shit, why didn't somebody think of this? Now, let me back into this slowly for you, because that's the way I do things. Gen X mom, my lovely bride. When you want a street taco, you want street food. Street tacos is the most common thing, but there's burritos, there's burgers, there's dogs, there's sandwiches. If you want a street taco to come around, where do you got to get one? Where do you go to get a street taco? If you want one,
Olivera Street in LA.
All right, Olivera Street. They're parked in that one spot, and you got to go there.
Right.
Sometimes they're parked at a park or a gas station, and you got to go there. All right, here's the thing that woke me up in the middle of the night.
What's that?
Why aren't they like the ice cream truck that just drives around the neighborhoods? Can you imagine the sound coming out, like the Pee Wee Herman, and your favorite street taco is just about to pass your house? I'd fucking run outside naked.
My elote corn guy, you mean?
You're a elote corn guy, yeah.
I'm waiting for an ice cream truck that's a margarita truck.
There's another one. But all I'm saying is how come taco trucks don't drive around like ice cream trucks, all with their signature little La Bamba sounds? Man, I'd be all over that shit. I'd go, bro, I'd be running out there. No, you forgot my house. Wait. I don't understand why that's... Now, they say, well, all the taco trucks, they park at the, they park all in the neighborhood. They park at the park. They go by the schools. There's 12 of them in a row. I get that, but ice cream trucks don't do that.
Well, the ones near Bakersfield did.
Ice cream trucks would sit near a school.
Right.
Now, that makes sense. That just, for me, that's just like sitting out. Taco truck at our neighborhood should sit outside the gym, and everybody comes out and gets a taco.
Maybe they can't cook while driving.
Yeah, but you could pull over. You pull over and have the grill already hot. Just whip that thing out.
Isn't that what they do at a gas station and stuff? You want it to keep moving.
I want it to come to my house so I don't have to drive around town looking for the good taco trucks.
1-800 Street Taco.
1-800 Street Taco. All right. So
I think it's a great idea, but I need a margarita truck.
Why can't you have that on the taco truck? Tacos and margaritas go together.
Sounds like a plan.
All right. So I'm just saying that this is the stuff that keeps me up at night. I think it's kind of important that we address these cultural issues and address them firmly and soundly and goddamn quickly. It's my opinion on the matter. Not that anybody cares or anybody asks. Now, all right.
John Morgan for $2 on YouTube says taco trucks drive when ice is chasing them.
Jeff over on TikTok says Uber Eats charges too much. So, but what the fuck, Jeff, we weren't talking about Uber Eats like at all. You drive the taco truck to my driveway, play the song, I run outside with my credit card. That's how it goes. All right. I have a good story. It's a good memory. And I have a bad story. That's a bad memory. Now I'm going to give you the good one first. You are really going to like the good story, honey. It's going to get you a little warm and fuzzy.
Okay.
The bad story, you're going to want to unplug the internet and make us stop doing the show because it's going to bring up some bad feelings.
Wow.
All right?
Aight.
All right? Now, the good story, believe it or not, and I told you you're going to like this, is based in World War II. Don't roll your eyes at me. I promise I'll get there. I promise I'll get to the end, and you're going to love this, okay? So here it is. I stumbled across this, and I had to read it. I had to read every word of the whole article. So the gentleman's name in World War II was Dean Darrow, D-A-R-R-O,
Okay.
W. And he was on the USS West Virginia, and the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor. And he fought and saved and ran and did, and they kept the fire control team kept the boat from capsizing, but it did sink straight down. But they saved it to do that. Then they could rescue it again. So a lot of men died on that ship. But Dean took a bullet in the heart.
Wow.
A big bullet. But it didn't kill him. It stopped right at his heart. So when all the commotion's over, they rush him to the hospital, and there's a nurse named Alice, and she's taking care of him. And they don't think he's going to make it through surgery because there's thousands injured and hurt and dying, and they're like, the surgeons can only go so fast. There's only a handful of them. Everybody's trying. And he tells her, he says to Alice, he says, and she's the nurse, he says, if I live through the surgery, will you please go out on a date with me?
Oh, cute.
Just one date.
Okay.
And she says yes. So he goes into surgery. They remove the bullet. He lives. He lives through it. As soon as he's strong enough, she helps take care of him, bringing him back to health. As soon as he's strong enough, they go on the date, which turns into many dates. They got married, had kids, and raised a family. Now Mr. Darrow died in 1991. He just was old. And just this last couple months back, Alice took a plane and went out to Pearl Harbor and presented the bullet to the museum and said, this should be part of history for what my husband did and fought for the country and almost died. And I was in service as a nurse.
She still had the bullet?
They both did. They both kept the bullet all those years because it meant something to the two of them. It's what brought them together.
Okay.
And she finally passed it on, and she says, okay, this needs to go to you guys. It is now in the museum with a memorial around it with the description of this story and the pictures of them. And what a great story, because she knows she's going to pass away at some point, and she wants that bullet to be back where it belongs as part of history.
That's sweet.
That's a good story, right?
Yeah.
The other one's not such a good story. You know how you scroll through pictures and you're like, and I got 10,000 pictures on my phone, and there's kids, and we go back 25 years of kids and barbecues and birthdays and Christmases and stuff. And every now and then I run across one that gives me a little smirk.
Oh, yeah?
This one gave me a little smirk, and then the feeling of you kicking the shit out of me afterwards.
Where did this come from?
I know. I just stumbled across it. As there was many times when mostly my wife went to every event. I was working, I couldn't go. My wife went to the football games, the school plays, meet the teacher night. Anytime the kids were getting an award, something that my wife went. But there was occasions when I was the only one who went. I went not very often, but if I went for an event or I went for an award, didn't happen very often, but it did once in a while if she was gone out of town with her mother or she was sick, but I did it.
Right.
And I remember taking this picture of one of our sons winning like a science award or something, and I took the picture of him and the teacher, and I sent it to you and said, okay, the kid got his award, and this is the picture I sent.
What?
And she was pissed. She was like, Kate, you're not even focusing on our son. And I go, what are you talking about? I sent you the picture, and I didn't realize that he wasn't quite in the picture, but boy, you sure let me know. You were like, you did it again. You had one fucking job. Go there, take a picture of our son getting the award, and come home. You had one job. Now, back then, you were heavy into Facebook. You're like, I can't post this. I can't post this on Facebook as our son getting an award. I was like, why not? You're like, because you just took a picture of the hot teacher. I said, that was purely a coincidence, an accident. I do apologize. You boy, You want to talk about a guy who was fending for his own meals for a little bit? That was me.
Yes.
So we had one good story with a warm memory. We had one that was such a good story with not such a warm memory, but I've apologized for it. We can get past that. Is there anything in the sheets you want to read before we get going here?
Let me see what's over there. We gained a new member. Oh, Ramus Lambert, welcome to I'm an Extra.
Far out.
And for $5, he posted he is number 1. I'm assuming you. Graham Church sent a rose on TikTok. Mary Monet sent a rose on TikTok.
We got a bunch of people joining on TikTok, Dave. But they're Dave, Jim, Sahara, Dr. Ruck. But they don't stay. They're just checking it out.
Okay.
Down with the thick. Don Crisco.
Chad Hoffman on Facebook says, say sorry to Mama X. You need to eat.
I did say sorry. This was years ago. We're way past that. It's just,
Sean on Facebook says, keep it real, Pops.
I'm trying to. Dave says, yo, on TikTok. What's up, Dave? Jim G, I could have used a teacher like that. Couldn't we all?
Nana A, good evening, handsome general and beautiful Mama X and all bottom of the glass extras. Nana A checking in.
Thank you,
Red
Nana A.
Wayne Fishing started off the evening on YouTube, granting 5 Gen X Talks memberships over there. Shy says, when I want a street taco, I make it myself, General. But, oh my God, that's
not
genius.
the point. You're missing the goddamn point. I want to try to have them brought to me. All right.
And also, Jonathan King on Facebook wants to know, do they scroll up instead of down in Australia?
No. That brings up a point. What happens when you go to log into something and it says, what's your name, what's your birth date, and you got to scroll all the way down to your birthday?
Yeah.
I wonder if it starts at the bottom and they go to the top. I wonder if it starts off with 1929 and you scroll down.
I don't know.
Things are weird down under, man. Australia and Tasmanians are weird fuckers. I don't know what's going on down there. All right. Back to the drag and drop section of the program. I got a story that happened today. Not many stories involve the Sun Valley Fox. Sun Valley Fox is my brother-in-law. Older, wiser, much less hair. That is your queen's, just my wife. That's her older brother. He's the patriarch of our family, which just means he's lived longer than anybody else. Don't take too much into that. All right. So I got a story that involves him, and not many of my stories. There's one, Jan. Today, not many of my stories involve the Sun Valley Fox, with me kind of getting the upper hand on him. Mostly it's like, hey, you're a fucking idiot. Do what I tell you. Oh my God, turn the screwdriver the other way. Or he's like, do you need me to do that for you? Do you want a man to come over there and do that? I get a lot of those things because of his position in our relationship. Very seldom do I get to look at him with that same condescension. Very seldom do I get to look at my brother-in-law with that, oh my fucking Christ, what are you doing? Not very often. Once in a blue moon. Well, even the sun shines on a dog's ass. And today, I was that dog's ass. Wait, that didn't come out right.
No, I didn't.
I meant that I was lucky to be I don't know. All right, so let me explain something to you. Here's how this goes.
Move on.
Now, today we're fixing the trailer. I borrowed a trailer to move months ago from the Banana Sauce Union, Dr. Shadowlight, and it's about time to put it back in shape and get it back. Little wear and tear screws that are coming loose. One of the cables that, it's got the trailer, it's got the ramp on the back. It's got 2 cables on each side. One of the cables had come loose because the nut had come off and fallen off. The only thing wrong with this trailer is all the nuts and everything and the screws back off while you're driving. I can't tell you how many times we had to run around with a screw gun and a wrench and just tighten the things. I don't know why it did that, but it was maybe that's all those kind of trailers. But anyway, this one came off, and so we took the cable off and stored the cable, and it was time to put the cable back on. Now, we found the cable, which was an act of Congress to find the cable. We found the cable, got the nut and the bolts on there, but I had to feed it and wind it on the spring-loaded spool because its spring tension helps the ramp go up, helps the ramp go down. Got it? Good. Glad you're coming along with me like that. And I saw how the other side was done, so I carefully took my hands up there, got my big fat ass on the edge of the trailer, and I'm hooking it where it goes, and I'm winding it in the spool, in the track, and I'm holding it in place so it doesn't unspool. and I got a big fucking mess, and
Like
I go around.
unroll?
Yeah, like it was going to unroll. So
unspool, is that a word?
unspool, that's a guy term. That's technical guy language.
Okay, I'm just clarifying.
Just letting you know that's garage speak, little lady. So you can ask questions about that. We'll take time to educate you. We'll take time to bring you along.
Thank you.
So I get this thing all done. I'm holding it there, and I grab the end of the cable to keep tension on it. Why? So it doesn't fucking unspool. I walk down the ramp. I'm holding it, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to hold this, and then when the fox gets around, we'll put this thing together. And it's 45 minutes of him fucking around doing other stuff. I'll tell you about that on the podcast. I literally don't have time to tell you how he drove off and went for a beer in his wife's car and came back, and I'm still holding this fucking cable. Again, holding tension on it because it's a pain in the ass to do it. So he finally gets around to me and like, oh, yeah, you're still standing there. I'm sorry, Johnny. I forgot you were there, he said. And I said, well, it's right here. So he walks over with the bolt, and I say, okay, so I'm going to hand him the cable, and then I'm going to take a wrench and put a little tension on this so the cable actually reaches where it goes. All he's got to do is hold the cable, and when I give him a little reach, we pull it to the end, put the bolt in. That's it. Only had to go this far. Only if I can go this far.
I don't know. That doesn't sound like some... Okay.
It's super easy, barely an inconvenience. I walk up the ramp. He follows me, letting the cable loose. Swing. I'm like, what the fuck, man? And he goes, what are you talking about? I said, you just unspooled it. I've been holding this thing with tension for 45... What do you think I've been doing down there? He goes, nothing like usual. No, this time I was doing something. He goes, oh, sorry.
Oops.
Yeah, oops. So I go back there, and I'm just cussing up a storm. I'm looking at him like every few minutes, like, you goddamn. And he's just looking at me like, his thought was, do you realize how many times I've waited for you to fuck up shit? Do you realize how many times I've stood and had to redo your work? This doesn't fucking bother me at all. This didn't bother him even a little bit. So I finally get it spooled out where it's supposed to be, and I pull it. I go, now, do you think you can keep some tension on it? He goes, yes. I said, okay. I'm going to let go. He goes, okay. I knew that motherfucker was going to do it again on purpose. I just knew it. I knew when I got done, he was going to go, sorry, I dropped it. I knew that's what was coming, but thank God he didn't do it. I put the pipe wrench on it, and it rotated it down. He connected it. Problem solved. It's back right where it's supposed to be. But not often do I have one of those moments where you almost want to sit and go, wow, hold on. I just kind of want to bathe in this moment for a second because this never happens. The roles were reversed just for that one time, just so you know.
Ed K said on YouTube, should have clamped it somewhere with vice grips.
I don't, you know what, that would have been good, but yeah, maybe at the end of it, I could have done that, but then I would have had to let go of it to go get the vice grips. Remember, I'm holding this and I can't go anywhere, and I had to wait for him to come back. So, all right, who's over here? Who's on TikTok?
Who's on first?
Can't find the good work. T-Bone says you can't find good help anymore. No, T-Bone over on TikTok. Yeah, I get paid extra for hiring the handicap. That's what happens. All right, let's see. Let's see what's in here. Jeff is in there. T-Bone is in there. Mary Mathis. Marina is saying hi. Tony Bozo 6, Nylox. Nylox would have been great, Tony. We hadn't got to the nut and bolt part yet, pal. Tony over here, give me some Tony Bozo or whatever his name is, Boz6 over on TikTok. Nylox. Should have used a nut with Nylox. Did I say we got to the part where we could put the nut on yet? Was I even able to? Did I even have the nut and bolt in my hand? Tony Bozo 6? No, we hadn't got to that part. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, unless you're talking about how they built the trailer, they should have done it that way. That's finding the nuts and bolts. What happens about the screws, genius? Can't put Nylox on the backside of wood screws. I don't know. This is why TikTok, I got problems, buddy. I love you guys on TikTok. What the fuck is going on over there?
Answer a question on YouTube. Yes, the Sun Valley Fox is retired. He's on his second year of retirement. So
I know I'm driving him to drink. I think I'm driving him back to being employed. I think he's going to go, I'll take a minimum wage job. I just don't want to be home anymore. I think that's what's going to happen. But
Ed K is a member for 23 months on YouTube, getting closer to his...
Far out.
What is it? Green? No. What's the...
If you got 22 months, you get
Big
Blue 2 for 24 months.
There are lots of gifts over from TikTok.
Thank you guys on TikTok. I
Russell
appreciate
Covey
you.
on Facebook. Have a good evening. 200 stars sent. Russell Covey again. I have a lot going on right now. Thank you both for taking my mind off being a dad for a moment. One love. 200 stars sent.
Hey, man, that's what this is all about. Just to fuck around and goof off for an hour or so. That's why we're on TikTok. That's why we're on Rumble. We're not talking about anything serious. We're just fucking off for a little bit just to make you forget. Have a drink and settle back.
Russell Covey, a big shout out for him for being a top stream sharer. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for doing that. It's really great if you guys will hit that share button and share it with somebody that you think that would love this stream.
You know, I got 5,000 likes on TikTok right now.
Wow.
Yeah, where the fuck is everybody else representing? Where's the follows on Facebook? Where's the love, the likes on YouTube, you guys? Huh? Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
TikTok, T-Bone on TikTok says, I'm a Gen X as well, 1979. Love your stuff.
Appreciate you, T-Bone. Now listen.
One more.
All right.
And then I'm done.
All right.
Douglas Steiner on Facebook. Hello from Doug in Juneau, Alaska, the capital of Alaska, one of the oldest towns. Just saying, shout out.
So, you know, that's the capital, right?
Still.
Juneau?
Juneau?
Juneau, Alaska?
Juneau?
I know Alaska. Juneau, Alaska?
Oh,
because I know Alaska. Juneau, Alaska?
do you?
That's a dad joke.
Wow.
That's a low-torque dad joke. All right. Real quick intermission here for your Pigskin Pick'em. Those of you that are playing along, there's just under 100 people playing along with Gen X Mom picking the Pigskin Pick'em. There was some leader changes today. The leaderboard had changed. You can go to the website, genxtalks.com, and check it out for yourself for those of you playing along. Now, I think this is week 4. Next week is week 5. We get prizes next week.
That's right.
Next week is prizes. So let's see who's in the top 5 next week. There is no staff, no Briggs, and where are you, Gen X Mom?
I'm not saying.
Are you like in 60th place or something?
No, not that far.
53rd?
2.
You're definitely way under the Mendoza line on this one for sure. But
Dude is shouting in that he's at 27.
Well, everybody who's playing along with Gen X Mom's Pigskin Pick, it's not a fantasy league. You just pick the winners of the team and guess and hope. It's a lot of fun. It was free to join, but you can't do it anymore. All right. So you guys send me pictures all the time. I don't mind it. I try to read as many as I can. I watch as many reels as you guys send me. But every now and then somebody sends me something that I got to post. So I didn't know. Someone sent me a Graham Gordon post. There's graffiti in Canada. And before the little email thing says graffiti, Canadian graffiti, but General, what do you think it is before you open? And I thought, I don't know. What is there for graffiti? This was it. Canadian vandalism.
What?
Have a nice day on their sidewalk. Okay, so we're all nice up here in Canada. You have yourselves a nice day. So hey, you have a nice day. That was the Canadian one. Where's the other one? There's another one. Come on, I did some more graffiti ones in here. Not all graffiti is bad. This was a stop sign. This looked like a European stop sign you walk up to. I was digging this one. They took the stop sign and made it like a bartender and 2 patrons out there. If I was a cop, I wouldn't even get mad at someone doing this. It looks good. I like it. I'd leave it alone. All right, this one's kind of stupid, but I did promise the guy who sent this. Who are you going to call? Who are you going to call?
Goat's butter.
Goat's butter. Ghosts. You just can't. I said Ghostbusters 3 times reading it to myself. I couldn't make myself say
Goat's butter.
Goat's butter.
That's pretty funny.
That was funny. So who are you going to call? But I like that you see, somebody wrote that on a sign. Somebody wrote the Canadian graffiti. Someone wrote
Right.
They're doing it themselves. So I'm okay with that. All right. This is not something that was graffiti. My wife actually took this picture. She took this picture and sent it to me and says, by the way, what the fuck does this mean? I got to be honest with you. I don't know. This is, you know what? I'm not posting someone's shit on the internet. They're driving around town with this license plate. So millions of people see this license plate all over town. This is public. It's known to I don't know who it is, but what does that mean? Did anyone tell me? Can you TikTok people? Is it quick hoe? Because I pulled up alongside this person and went, I don't think so. Is it something else that is it quichouille? Does it French? Does it mean something that I don't know? Is this some new breakfast pastry in France? I'm asking you. I seriously don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyway, you guys know what that is. You can put it in the comment section. You can let me know later. I'm just saying I didn't quite get it. All right, what was it? There was another one here. Dome. There's another one. Again, not all graffiti is bad. I may mix these up a little bit. I thought this one was clever. What did this person take? This person took time to print out something, cut it out, and tape it to the hand air dryer. You go into a restaurant, you go into the bathroom, you clean up, and on the hand dryer, you clap for bacon. You clap and bacon comes. That's what the picture says.
Funny.
Not all graffiti is bad.
It's the clapper.
Yeah, it's the clapper for bacon. Not all graffiti is bad. All right. There's a couple things, and I want to show you guys something. Now that we're all dialed in, we got rid of all the people that don't want to watch the program. Now this is more family. This is the people who stick around for the whole show. They had their popcorn. They got their adult beverage. They put the cat out. They let the dog in, dim the lights, and pull the drapes. That's who's still here. I want to show you something. I'm going to give you, I should have made this members only content, but I'm going to share it with everybody. So stick with me on this. Let me find it real quick. I got to go looking. There it is right there. Okay. I'm going to show you a video from a movie that most of you have seen. It's about 1 minute long. But I want to tell you the preface of it first. A lot of times we get feedback on shows. We get feedback on podcasts. And, you know, as staff, and especially as your trained and talented broadcast professional, I always want to know how I did. I'm very hard on myself. I get upset if a show goes poorly. And I'll tell you why. I was trained years ago to believe that even when a show has mediocre material, a bad caller, we do call-ins for the show sometimes, that it's my job to make it funny, to lift it up, to probe on different angles of things and make it interesting to keep the viewing audience around. So I put a lot on myself that even if it's a bad show, make it a fucking good show. If it turned out to be a sucky show, it's my fault. Not the moderators, not Gen X Mom, not her, Your Majesty the Queen, me. Now, would you like to know where I got that from? One thing, there are many lessons in radio life, but one thing that stuck out in my head was Charlton Heston. If you don't know who that is, I need you to please leave the live stream right now and don't come back. Unsubscribe, unfollow, and just get the fuck out of here. If you don't know who Charlton Heston is, we can't be friends. That's just the way I feel. Charlton Heston was, he didn't give many acting lessons or acting instructions, but one day he told a young actor, actually a small group of young actors, he said, a great actor can read the phone book, the white pages, and make it interesting. For those of you who don't know what the white pages are, there's your second reason to get the fuck out of here and leave. But imagine an actor being so good, he could read the white pages, just names and addresses and phone numbers, and make it interesting as you go along. I learned this in the 80s. Along comes this movie with one quick clip. The whole clip is like maybe a minute and 50 seconds long, and I tuck it down to a minute for you. And guess who was in this clip? Charlton Heston. And it was a stupid little bit part of a movie, but and it was Wayne's World 2, and Mike Myers, and how they wrote the script was brilliant. And how they wrote this one part was something I already knew, but I took it to heart again. And if I fuck up the broadcast, it's on me. And I'm going to play this for you. I'm going to be quiet through it, and we'll talk about it on the other side. Pay attention to what a good actor can do with a stupid, small, nothing bit part with 3 lines.
Where's the First Presbyterian Church on Gordon Street? Gordon Street! Gordon Street! Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Gordon Street. I once knew a girl who lived on Gordon Street. But that was a long time ago, when I was young.
Do we have to put up with this? I mean, can't we get a better actor? I know it's a small part, but I think we can do better than this.
I love this.
Gordon Street. Oh, yes. Gordon Street. I once knew a girl who lived on Gordon Street a long time ago, when I was a young man. Not a day passes I don't think of her. And the promise I made, which I will always keep. That one perfect day on Gordon Street. That's 5 blocks up, 2 over.
Thank you.
Did you catch that? Did you catch that scene? That was just Charlton Heston taking a bit part of 3 lines and expanding on them to make you care and be interested over him giving someone directions. Now, I know I didn't lead off the show with this because it's kind of in the heart of the show when I wanted you guys to know a little bit about how I think of things. If the show goes badly, it was on me. I couldn't step up like he did and read a phone book. I'm going to move on, but I want you guys to know that if we take these things seriously, we don't just flip the switch and do a monkey dance and walk away. I care about making it interesting for you guys just as much as it is for me. That's just it. People who don't watch the whole show, they're never going to see that because no one's ever going to watch this far. Just the regulars. Just the extras. Family. Anyway, moving on. Is there anything in between the sheets you want to talk about? Sweetheart.
Me go check.
Check the sheets, would you?
Douglas Hammond on Facebook sent 99 stars. Jeremy over on Facebook, love Gen X Dad, keep doing what you're doing. Troy over on Facebook, General, did you receive your package and will that work for you? I guess we found out who it was.
Well, we found out who this is.
Here.
I don't even know. You're going to have to do it on your side. My camera's too close. Wow. Way to fuck that up. What the fuck are you doing over there? The little dial thing. Easy. Christ's sake.
Shut up.
Okay, start over because I don't know what's going on here.
Troy Abbott asked if you got his package.
Well, it didn't say from Troy, so we don't know who it came from.
No, it didn't.
You're assuming it's that. Because last show I said I needed a satchel. You guys all made fun of me and said it was a man purse. And I said that I'm not going to wear one. Because I got a lot of shit that I take with me when I go now. I'm not going to wear a fanny pack. I'm not going to wear a French man purse over my fucking shoulder. I'm not going to put my hair in a bun. So I gave up. And we got that in the mail.
But nobody said anything. There was no note attached.
No, there was no note in the mail. But that kind of looks badass, like a go bag. That looks like I should put my pistol in there, some cash, a rope, because you never know when you're going to need a rope.
God, thank you so much, Troy, because now it all doesn't have to go in my purse.
Your purses were getting bigger because you couldn't handle all the shit that I was carrying.
Yeah.
And Briggs has come by.
Yeah, T40, T40.
Where's the ones you had?
I don't have them. So T40, 3/8 by 16.
What? Yeah, good. Go get one. You're responsible for those. You had them. Please give them back to me when you're done. My son's bringing in screws bolts he was supposed to hang on to, and he lost them.
For how many months?
I know.
Oh, you're only good for a certain amount of time? What's the limit I can trust you with things? 3 weeks?
Hold on to this tiny screw for me, and
Yeah.
I'll come back in a year. Don't worry.
Hey, I found the stuff I had that I've been hanging on
Hey,
to.
Shy, could you ask Troy Abbott if he has a link to that pack? There's
Hey.
many people asking for it on
No video
YouTube.
games till you get that coming.
If you
I
could
don't
get
want to
that
know how
for me,
soon they're
that'd be
arriving.
great. Post it in the sheets for me.
So we had a bolt that we needed, a special bolt, a weird bolt. We'll talk about it on the podcast. And Briggs was supposed to be hanging on to a handful of them. Of course, he lost all of them, doesn't know what the fuck he did with them. So he found one just like it. He tried to hand it to me. Here you go. Go buy some more. No, you lost them. You were responsible for them. You fucking go buy some more. And off he went. That was the
Okay.
interaction from the
So
kid.
we were talking about the backpack.
Yeah, the backpack.
So Shy, again, on Facebook, if you could ask Troy for a link where that is, I can put that into the sheets because there's people asking for it on YouTube. Also, Conservative Canadian. Hello, Gen X Dad. You are awesome on TikTok.
Appreciate you. Someone on TikTok said, dance, monkey, dance.
About the license plate, just a guy on TikTok, that license plate you posted,
Yeah.
he goes, quiche ho.
Quiche ho. So she makes quiches.
Possibly.
That makes sense. There we go. Now we're talking.
Allison gave you a red rose. Johnny O on Facebook. My feedback is Shy is wonderful.
Yeah, she's okay. Shiloh Ferguson's your moderator on Facebook. She's okay. She's all right. Don't.
Sean MacArthur, here's 200 stars for the cool couple. Keep doing what you do. Thank you for making everyone's night. Stay blessed. Thank you so much.
Trying to and having a good time while we do it.
Hobo Rob Prospecting is celebrating 18 months on YouTube. Christopher Sevick. No $2 hoe tonight. No new face, Christopher Sevick says.
There is a new $2 whore tonight. When people on YouTube drop in $2 donations, right down here in this jar will be a face. One of you guys. You guys have sent me pictures. We crop them out, and it's a new $2 whore. Why? Do you need it to be a little bigger for you to see that? Are you what you're crying about there. All right, I'll make it a little
I've
bit
got
bigger.
2 more for you. YouTube, Care Brat checking in, member for 42 months.
Care Brat's been around.
Bottom of the glass, beautiful Mama X and handsome general, and TikTok's
you.
checking in. Firewoo Dart is saying, dance, monkey, dance.
I just told you that.
Okay.
I literally just said someone on TikTok said dance
said
monkey
someone.
dance. Yeah, I didn't want to say his name.
Why?
I don't want to give him credit for making fun of me.
Why?
I'm not doing that shit.
So I did.
All right, this is why I'm going back to the drag and drop section of the
Where's the
program.
First Presbyterian
And
Church
we're
on
running the
Gordon
song
Street?
again, running the show again. Should have
Good
done
job.
Gordon
I
Street,
gotta
Gordon,
find it. Hang on,
Gordon
gotta
Street.
find it.
Yeah,
Gotta
okay,
hang it
Gordon
there.
Street.
Well, okay, shut that off. There we go. So, do we finish all the graffiti? No. We have 2 left, and they're really good ones. Not all graffiti is bad. This one can be wonderful and informative, a learning process. My wife just found out about this 2 days ago. What did someone do on the Purell? They put a little thing and says, paper cut finder.
Oh,
I think Purell should just label their bottles that anyway. Here, this will sanitize and it will find every cut on your hands, every nick.
absolutely. For sure.
All right, there's another one for you. This one is creative. I like this. You have the little floor sign, little yellow sign. Hey, the floor's slippery. Someone decorated it like this. He called it the alien abduction area. Has a little fire in the sky moment from. Not all graffiti is bad, man.
Oh my gosh.
Not all graffiti is bad. That's what I'm trying to tell you. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We got a little something. For those of you that don't know, I should try to find those for you. I should. Street Talk is only one is a bad story. Trailer Spool, Pigskin Pick'em we talked about. Graffiti. I know what we got to do. You guys know that I bought an old blue Dodge truck. You see the grunting and groaning? I haven't even started the topic yet. This old truck, 1971, Dodge D300. It runs, it drives, it goes, it shifts, it steers, it moves. It winks at you going down the road. Yes.
And it should have stopped right there.
In your opinion.
But, okay, continue.
So the Sun Valley Fox and I, we've had a Big Blue, as we call her, big old blue, Bob, big blue truck. And we've been kind of fixing up the little things that are broken. Mostly
it's costing more than the price that we paid on it.
easy now. We're fixing things up manually. We're doing stuff the old Irish way. Look at the stuff we put up from the members only sites about the Vice. Did we go out and buy a new Vice?
Not yet.
For $60?
Not yet.
No. We spent 4 hours fixing the old Vice. That is time and money well spent. But I think I'm getting some indications from the warden. From the warden that the spigot of money to make Big Blue become a reality is getting turned off. Now, I don't want to park this thing out in the pasture and watch it rust.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I showed you that picture.
Yeah.
For you to just purchase the truck. I didn't know there was additional purchases after the truck.
You kind of should have known that. You kind of should have known there was some fixer-upper, some things. I have to put my personal touch on it. The Sun Valley Fox.
You said you would take the tools that you have, the things that you have, and put it on the truck.
Well, sure. That's just like telling you that I'm done buying you kitchen utensils, and you're like, no. I will cook breakfast with all the pots and pans and cast iron and the whisks and the mixers, but you still need the ingredients, don't you? All right, then. I don't mind doing all the work. Sun Valley Fox doesn't mind doing some work, but we do have to have a little latitude with making some purchases.
I think you guys enjoy your play dates together.
It's not a play date.
I think
Not, you know what? Not there's some stuff that goes on in garages like this that you don't understand. Not only are we fixing Big Blue, we're saving this from the rust pile. We're saving this truck from the junkyard. It's going to actually be a functional repair vehicle for the Dayton property. It's a Dayton repair vehicle. That's what this is. That's how you got to think of it. This is for your future house. But also during these garage times, the Sun Valley Fox and I are doing what men do. We drink beer and we solve the mysteries of the universe. We have solved political issues. We have solved religious wars.
So you have cabinet meetings.
Well, no one listens to us, but we've solved them nonetheless.
Yeah, neither does our government.
We can't. We can't help it if people aren't listening. We're doing our part out there in a garage. That's what men do, and we're solving things. So, I'm appealing. It's almost the first of the month. We're all going to get our welfare checks, right? Okay, good. Glad you're coming along with me on that. I'm appealing to the goodness and kindness of everyone here. Moderators will have a link for you, but I made a shirt today. I saved Big Blue. I saved Old Blue. It's a Gen X Talks field service repair truck. It's got it. Can you imagine wearing this shirt around proudly? Come on, it gets a couple bucks to me so I can actually keep working on this thing. Moderators can put up a link. You can click the link.
I hope you buy Chuck one of those shirts. Old man Chuck. I
will buy Chuck, who I bought this from. I will buy him one of these shirts. He's had this truck for 40 some years in Southern California. He repaired traffic lights in Riverside and Anaheim all through the late 80s. I think that's when he retired. And then he moved up here to Northern Nevada and took Old Blue with him. And she made the trek up here all on her own. She wasn't trailered. But anybody who wants to buy a T-shirt for me, even if you just wash your car with it, line your bird cage with it for all I care. I just need a few shirts sold so I can keep buying some things for Old Blue. If you're on the members only page, I'll put this up for you guys later. But sure be nice you fucking guys buy a fucking T-shirt. You're not doing anything anyway. Drink a few more beers and then buy me the T-shirt. Buy two. Buy one for your girlfriend. Make her sleep in it. Buy her a 4X shirt. Tell her it's a nightgown for her. That way you help me and you give your girlfriend a present. Double trouble.
You have a new person on watching you on YouTube.
Okay.
Your great nephew Easton.
Oh, he's watching?
He is. He's like, that's my aunt and uncle. He's talking about it.
I am trying so hard to be the cool uncle. I want to just go for it. I want the fucking trophy at the end of the year when they pass out awards at the big family barbecue. I want the favorite uncle status. I don't care. I don't care who I have to step on to get it. I got to do it.
Everybody in YouTube, Easton, the person that's there, that is our nephew. That is the Sun Valley Fox's grandson. So everybody,
I'll tell you right now, one fucking cool kid.
Everybody say hi to Easton.
Easton is a fucking cool kid. And he collects a lot of sports memorabilia. So if you guys have anything you want to part with, this is a kid who would never sell it on eBay. This is a kid who would hang out of this shit forever. I'm getting to know this kid for the first time this last year.
He's a big Dodger fan.
I dig him a ton. I love this kid. He's cool.
He said you're holding the title right now.
Far out, man. That's right. Now I just got to cross that finish line. When do we have results? It's summertime, right? I got to go till next summer. I think spring we cast the ballots and then I get my trophy sometime in the summer. I got a ways to go, but I'm up to the challenge, man. I'm going to fucking do it.
Everybody's making his day on YouTube.
Right on,
Easton.
Guys. Easton, thanks for chiming in. Hey, Easton, go to your dad's wallet, take a credit card out, click the link, buy a shirt. Buy a fucking shirt. Buy it for Father's Day. No, buy it for your dad for Christmas and hang on to it and give it to him.
Oh my!
It'll work, man. It'll work. You don't have to cash in.
Go ask your grandpa for money.
Yeah, go ask the Sun Valley Fox. Say, Papa, I need some money for a shirt. He'd just come out to me and make me buy him a shirt. Give Easton a shirt. That's what he'd tell me to do.
That's so funny.
Anyway, it's kind of cool. The back of it's that because I put the emblems on the back. The front of it's got the Gen X Talks logo on the front. That's Lionheart when he was 14. He had a beard like that when he was 14. Those of you remember Lionheart. And so that's a good thing. Just if you can help us out. If you can, I get it. But every little bit does help, I promise you. All right. Anything else between the sheets?
Yes. Also, Easton said he'll get it from Nana and Papa.
There we go.
Richard over on TikTok says, you're the man. Paul says on TikTok, you guys are great. Joey's over on TikTok saying, hey, Mom in the General. I'm sure that's Joey Uquerde.
Kid brother Joey, been around a long time.
He also sent a heart. Beautiful Man, 1980, became the number 27 fan in the fan club.
Far out.
He also sent some gifts over there.
Very cool. I'm digging that.
Let's see. Loud One is a member for 32 months. Vern is a member for 33 months on YouTube. And Bob McKendy is 34 months. And I have a backpack link.
Loud One is going to buy a T-shirt. Loud One's going to buy a shirt.
Oh, really?
He's going to wash his race car with it, but he's still going to give.
Oh, really?
All right. So real quick, I want to tell you guys something that's coming. You guys saw the live stream the other day. We talked about the Sun Valley Fox trying to figure out this angle. Now, there's two angles here on this arm. There's an angle on top and an angle on the bottom. And if you're going to weld a gusset to each side, you have to know the angle. And you guys remember me talking about this for like half an hour as the Sun Valley Fox has explained to me geometry, trigonometry, slide rule, and a protractor. And by the time he was done, I just walked up with a board and held it up to it and drew a line. I go, why can't we just cut it on the fucking line? Again, the eye roll. You want to know what Sun Valley Fox to me when I questioned him on how to come up and figure out the angle so we could cut a piece of metal and weld it. You know what he said? He stole the line out of a movie. I said, why can't we just fucking hold a piece of wood up to it, draw it with a line, and call it good like this? And I handed it to him. Got that deadpan stare. Got cold eyes. Sun Valley Fox summoning 249 years of wisdom and backlash looked at me and said these words. Who do you think you are talking to? When you speak in a manner such as the one you have just now spoken to me in, you never talk to me like that again. You talk to me like that again and kill you till you die from it. Who do you think you are talking to? Did a pretty good Ricardo Montalban voice. I took it very seriously. I never back-talked him again, I got to tell you. But part 2 to this is you guys coming up here, and boy, I really fucked up the drag and drop section on I'm really fucked that up. All right, sorry about that, guys, on TikTok and everywhere else. You guys sent me emails asking how did he finally figure out the angle? How did he collect his thoughts? So the next day that I went over there, I filmed it. Took about a minute, and he went through. He goes, well, I got this, and he figured out both angles. And I said, well, did it work? Are you fucking right? Can we cut a piece of wood and hold it up there to see if you're right? He goes, I just did. And live on camera, I walked out there with him. He held it up on the bottom there, and it fit perfect. So that's coming for you guys. I know you guys have been waiting for that. We got emails. I got DM. I got messages going, what is the trigonometry? And I didn't know. I told you guys, I don't know. I'm a dumb mechanic in the middle of the desert. How the fuck would I know? But he is a machinist. He has got the engineering degree. I don't have shit. I walk around holding my dick in my hands, making sure it doesn't fall off. He was talking above my pay grade the moment he drew in a breath. But I did get the answer for you guys. I filmed it. I asked the questions, and I got zoomed in. I got it for you. That was a lot of fun to watch him go through that process because, again, I didn't understand any of it, but I know it's right. Proof was in the pudding. He cut it, put the stick up there, and it worked. All right. We're almost done for tonight. What do you got left there? Anything in the sheets you want to talk about?
Let me see. A78 Fixer dropped $20 in YouTube for the Big Blue. For Big Blue.
Far out. Thank you
Joey
for that.
Joey over on TikTok says the link won't work in the chat for the truck shirt, so I gave her another one. So Mary on TikTok, I gave you another link in the sheets to try to see if that one will work.
No, I can't get a link in there. I think you have to copy paste it. I'm looking at what you're saying, Joey. In TikTok, it doesn't look like it's a clickable link. I think you got to copy and paste it. Yeah.
It's also on our website. You can go to the website and click on merch and go to the merchandise shop. You can get it.
And it'll be the first one that shows up because the last one we put in, the most recent stuff is up front.
Yeah,
so
it's there.
Anyway, if you guys just like somebody dropped $20 into YouTube, thanks for the donation. Somebody on TikTok puts in a big gift thing, the swirling dragon or whatever it is for the blue shirt or the shirt in place of the shirt. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate you guys a ton. Anyway, is that it?
That is it. I just checked to see if there was any PayPals.
I don't think there's anybody. Well, you know what? Somebody did text my phone. Actually, someone called my phone from this area code.
Oh, really?
And I wasn't going to answer it live because I didn't know who it was.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh. They were calling me from the 775 area. They don't know we're on live. And I said, I just hit the button that says, please text me. Now, I'm going to read you the text the guy sent me. And I don't want you to be upset. I need you to promise right now, or I'm not reading it. I will not read this.
Okay, I'll be fine.
You promise you won't yell at me?
No, I won't yell.
I just don't want you to make fun of me in front of my fans on camera. If you want to yell at me, you got to wait till the show's over.
Okay.
You got to promise you won't even make one of those faces.
Okay.
Because my friends are watching. I'll make it worse, too. The Sun Valley Fox knows about this situation.
Okay.
Now he just threw up his hands because his wife went, what? Okay.
Okay.
This guy calls me in the middle of the show. I don't answer. I hit please text me. He says, you responded to my marketplace listing for my 1947 Dodge pickup. Are you still interested? Yes. Yes, I am. Boy, the restraint you're showing right now is... Now, honey, I want you to think of it as an investment. I mean, you can't get hurt by an investment. You know, if I spend a little money on a 47 Dodge pickup and we need cash, we can sell it for more than we bought it for after we bought it. So really, I'm doing us a financial favor.
I have a piece of property that doesn't have a house on it yet.
I'm trying to get you there.
That's a great investment.
I'm trying to get you there. You know, maybe I could fix this up with the Fox. I mean, 1947 Dodge pickup, that's right in your brother's wheelhouse. That was right when he was graduating high school. 1947, he was 18. He knows all about these things right off the showroom floor. I think we could fix this up between him and I and turn a profit. I think this is a good, sound investment. And I'm so glad this happened during the show, so you can't kick the shit out of me. There's nothing heavy flying at me, nothing. I'm having a good evening, everybody. Happy Happy Tuesday. It's coming up on 7 o'clock Los Angeles time, broadcasting from the Loop Studios in Minden, Nevada. I think I'm going to cut it a few minutes early. I'm going to cut out about 5 minutes early today because I really have to start with my 3-part apology so I can get dinner tonight. Gracie, do you want to say goodnight to everybody?
Good night, everyone.
And to me, too. Tell me you love me. Come on, say it. It's in there somewhere.
I love you, but I don't like you right now.
Why did you say but? You could have just said I love you, but you had to throw a but in there. Go ahead, say it again.
I love you, but I don't like you right now.
Well, I'm a likable guy.
And I said that smiling.
You did. I'm a likable guy. Just ask me. I'll tell you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for joining us tonight, broadcasting from the northern deserts of not Iran, not Iraq, no, Nevada. Thank you guys for listening. Not sure where you're chiming in from around the planet, AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps you're listening in on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember 2 things in life. Number 1, wherever you go, there you are. It's pretty absolute. Number 2, most importantly, I'll catch you guys on the flip side because I'm out, baby. I got to go.